Fuck yeah, Duster! Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and I'm assuming I'm welcoming you back to Let's Play Pokémon SoulSilver. Last time, we finished off all of the Gym Leader rematches from the Johto region. And today, we're going to start off with the Kanto rematches. Now, Brock's got an interesting revamped lineup, although the Golem doesn't really tell you. It's at least a nice change to see that you actually went ahead and evolved your Graveler, because I believe I bitched about that when we fought you the first time, where the gym trainer had a Golem and you only had a Graveler. That was a little bit silly. But he still has his Kabutops. I kinda wish I had a Grass-type move for this fight, and I've already forgotten that Krako is 5 levels above everybody else. I really should hold back on using Krako. But the next gym leader we face is going to be the Water-type gym leader, and Krako is the only one that has a super effective move against Water-types, so this is probably not going to work out that way. But Aqua Jet is a priority Water-type move, like Quick Attack. And I still really love Kabutops' Cry. Relicanth! Water Rock type from the 3rd generation, I think? I want to say it's fairly powerful on the physical side, both in offense and defense, but I'm not as familiar with it as I probably should be. All I remember about it is that it's that one Pokemon you need to get to that really obscure secret with the legendaries. Rampardos! I want to switch into somebody. I guess I'll go with Crunch again. Pure Rock type from the Sinnoh region! Very powerful on the physical side. Do not underestimate him. And this thing has Mold Breaker too. But with its blue trim and the rock gray body, the red eyes really stand out, and that didn't kill you either. And now it's set up a Rock Polish, so its speed is doubled. That's not a good sign. You probably heal it on this turn, so I should be able to get one free hit in here. But I don't know if I'm still going to be faster than it. I want to say Rampardos is faster than I'd normally give it credit for. In which case, I may be in a little bit of trouble. I guess I got min damage on the last one because that knocked it out in one turn. That was a nice surprise. Onix next! No reason to switch out against that thing. The reason he didn't evolve it into a Steelix is because Steelix would no longer be a Rock type, it's Steel Ground type, which is why he still has Onix. It is level 61 though. And all the Kanto leaders are going to be somewhat higher level than the Johto ones, simply because we face them a little bit later on. They should be higher level. And Omastar, I guess I forgot how underwhelming your roster was. I mean, you couldn't have fossil Pokemon from the other regions, too? Like, I don't know, maybe you'd have a... I'm trying to think of the fossils from the Hoenn region, but both of them escape me right now. I'm kind of thankful he doesn't either, because those things are real bitches. But I want to say, at least Erica might have one, if my memory serves me, which it doesn't always, as you very well know. But that does it for Brock. Next up, the one who was so fittingly standing next to him, presumably holding his hand. Which would be kind of cute, actually. And I only just now noticed that Misty was wearing sandals. Has she been wearing sandals the whole time? It's a little bit interesting. Stormy! I don't believe she got to use much of this thing last time because I probably killed it too quickly. But with how powerful Stormy is on the special side and how it can learn a really nice amount of special type attacks, it can be a big threat. I'll always remember Starmie for being that one shiny type that Nova loved to use because he was actually able to find one. Lucky bastard. Quagsire! I guess I'll go with Duster, because what else am I going to do to this thing? I don't have a Grass-type move, and it's not weak to anything else. Although I'm not sure if Return will be a 2-hit KO on this thing or not. It wasn't that long ago that I faced it. Why don't I recall? Maybe because I have amnesia! Oh god, did I make that joke. Seriously, I have nothing left to say about Quagsire. Nothing. I do remember when I was at undergrad that I had a friend who could draw a Wooper really, really well. It was adorable. Because with the 2 dot eyes and the big derpy smile, it's just adorable. I really need to use one at some point. Why haven't I yet? I'm also afraid of pronouncing the name of this Pokemon because I'm probably going to get killed for it however I pronounce it. But it's a very difficult Pokemon to get considering what you have to do to Feebas in order to, you know, increase its sheen and whatever to make it pretty. You know what, I'm just not going to say what it is. I'm also afraid of Thunder Waving it because I think it has the ability Marvel Scale, which increases its strength when it is inflicted with status. But this thing is a really difficult Pokemon to take down. Not only is it powerful, it's also very bulky. I lived! It's also adorable how the little hairs or something on its head curl up towards the shape of a heart. So cute. Lapras, we've seen you before. I guess I'll go with HCB. It's been a while since we've used you. And there's no doubt in my mind that a single close combat will take this thing down in one shot. Lapras is also kind of fun to use. I know it's been probably mentioned this when we caught it all the way back in whenever the hell that was. What was that, like episode 20 or something? But it was fun to use in Heart Gold if for no other reason than it's extremely helpful to have an Ice type against Lance. Floatzel! You're definitely going to outspeed Krakow, so there's no reason for me to go to him. Guess I'll go with Crunch. Evolved form of Weasel from the 4th generation. Pure Water type. Extremely fast. And physically based. I used this thing in Diamond before I had any idea what any of the Pokemon were like, just because it seemed kind of cute to me, the Weasel. But Floatzel, you took that hit a lot nicer than I thought you would. I know this thing isn't very bulky, so am I just that weak? Or do you have a very weird EV spread, which is the much less likely of the two? Well, we're gonna be here a while. Just getting myself a little more comfortable. Fluffing the pillow behind my head. Pulling up the covers. Grabbing myself a cup of coffee, which I don't drink. I don't know why I don't drink coffee. I don't like hot drinks, even if it's hot cocoa or something. I mean, it smells good and it tastes good, but I don't know. I've just never really been into the hot drinks, even in the cold seasons. You have a second full restore that you're using on the same Pokemon for no reason. Well, time to whip out my smartphone and start watching YouTube videos again. Or that. Who else you got, Misty? You got one poke left. Lantern! I swear we've seen it before. I really want to get around to using it, though. It's got such a cool typing, water and electric. And in the 5th generation, I forget if it has water absorb or volt absorb in this generation. I want to say it has water absorb. But in the 5th generation, I believe its hidden ability is volt absorb. So it's one of those Pokemon, and I want to say the only Pokemon with 2 types that could potentially have an ability that would absorb either of those 2 types, and that didn't kill you. Misty, please don't have another full restore. Please. You little bitch! As long as we're not paralyzed, paralysis should boost its strength with guts, so we should still knock it out in one hit anyway. It's just... why? Why even bother? Well, that's 2 down from the Kanto region. 6 to go. Hi, Kyle. How you doing? Why are so many people interested in Tentacool? I don't think I'll ever understand. Next up, Lieutenant Surge. And just like the 3rd rematch from the Johto region, I'm going to try to sweep with HCB. We know how that worked against Whitney, but this time, I've got Earthquake and the Choice Scarf. So I'm hoping this one goes a little bit better than Whitney did. But then again, when does any fight go worse than Whitney did? But this is why I love Choice Scarf Heracross so much. Manectric! Pure electric type from the Hoenn region, one that I used in Emerald, which was a lot of fun. There aren't many useful electric types in the Hoenn region either. I mean, you got Plusle and Minion, but who uses those? Come on. They're still adorable as crap, though. I think they look too similar to Pichu, really. I don't know why they thought they could get away with that, or if that was supposed to be a joke or something. Does Choice Scarf Heracross outspeed Electrode? Yes, it does. Electrode, for the longest time, was the fastest Pokemon out there. So it's very weird to see anything outspeed it. At least it is to me. Maybe I'm too old school that way. I seem to remember that the first fight we have with Lieutenant Surge went the exact same way. But he's got himself a Magnezone too. This is the second one of these we've seen. Still 4 times weak to ground. I'm playing this off all cool and casual, expecting that something is going to go wrong to ruin my sweep, like, for instance, if Magnezone had Sturdy instead of Magnet Pull. I'm not sure if Magnezone can even... It should be able to have Sturdy, right? Electivire, the evolved form of Electabuzz, and what you needed the Electorizer for. I'm not sure if we actually picked one of those up or not. I know we picked up a Magmarizer. I'm not sure if we picked up an Electorizer. Didn't we? I'd have to check. Why am I so forgetful? Electivire was a lot of fun to use in... what was it? Black 2? Yeah, he was fun to use. And Pachirisu from the Sinnoh region! Electric Squirrel! Absolutely nothing interesting about it whatsoever. Clean sweep! I'm pretending to be excited even though I really shouldn't have, but... given how many things I expected to go much easier than they actually did, I'll take what I can get at this point.